I don't know what this thing is doing. Let me fix it. I guess it's gonna make me do it like this. So the picture might be weird. Let me just say this. First of all, good morning, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, we trying to hold on, man. You see, I ain't letting go. I still got on my browse gear. It's Sunday, so. But what's going on, Big Preach? I tell you what, I'm not gonna stay here long. I'm gonna watch some games, but it's a conversation. What's going on, Sonny? Empire Gate, Brandon. Don't talk about that damn Cincy. This is something that's a reality to me, and the more you know what I mean. Hey, man. Look, I'm rooting for the Patriots today to go ahead and whoop the Steelers so we can stay in the playoff hunt. I'm rooting for the Bucks right now to beat the Ravens. But what's going on, John? I'm gonna get to the topic though. It's a reality check, and this is a reality check for our whole community, I think. And what's going on, Brian? I tell you this. We as a community need to get our heads out our asses and be real with ourselves. And you know, I notice, and I mean, sometimes I've learned to ignore a lot of things, but I notice that people get different attitudes with me. People act differently or act funny towards people whenever they speak the truth. And sometimes you have to realize that, you know what I mean, if you have a problem with the truth, that's your own problem. You know, as it goes to the American bully, and we talk about the origins of the American bully, you got to be a damn fool to believe that just a pit bull and a staffy made the American bully as we see it constructed today. Come on, man. Let's just be realistic. That is the way it was supposed to be. There was no bulldog supposed to be added. At one point in time, this dog carried strong characteristics of what the UKC pit bull looked like, but bigger. But at some point in time, as with everything else that is not, you know, controlled or you know, and monitored well, what happened is that people started mixing shit in. It wasn't to say in my whole entire breeding career, which is, you know, over 20 years now, I've never mixed a dog. But the reality is if you ask me, as much as I love the American bully, is the blood not loitered with different dogs, which I've said many times, I believe up to 10 different breeds in this breed, you'd be a lie. You'd be a bold-faced damn lie. And you could always see it happen no matter what it was. When people wanted bigger dogs, you started to see dogs that came in that looked like American bullies. I mean, not American bullies, American bulldogs. You saw dogs that looked like the Doge Bordeaux. You saw dogs that looked like straight-up Mastiff mixes. You saw all this. That's when people wanted big blue dogs they would mix in, or big red dogs. That's what you saw. You saw dogs that literally from one generation to the next gained 60, 70 pounds. Or you saw dogs that went from 21, 22 inches down to 14 inches when we started doing pockets. This doesn't happen by genetics, man. Y'all just cut it the fuck out. Everybody always has this thing. You know? Always has this thing. I'm gonna tell you what, Jason Green. It's a couple. My guy Falcon has some good skin supplies, and also, oh my goodness, I'll get back with you because I'm having all kind of. I keep brain farts over here just staying on topic. But yeah, Mr. Moore. That's what I was trying to think of. I'm like, I kept wanting to say Mr. Grayline, Mr. Moore, but I tell you what, it's a lot of good products out there, but they're all sulfur based, so make sure you get with them. That sulfur stuff will clear up whatever. Yeah, Gary Moore on Facebook. His stuff works really well. He sent me some of it, and it works incredible. So does Falcon stuff. I used it on another dog, and both of their products work great, so you can't lose with either one of them. But you know, I'll let y'all handle that. But I tell you, this is the reality of this situation. Is that when it comes down to it is that I can't tell you exactly what anybody's dog had in them. I just tell you what I know. I'm on first and foremost because I know, like a lot of times after these videos, people come on here and they question, what do I know, and this and that and the other. Whatever. I've been breeding dogs for about 20 years now. I've been involved in dogs actually longer than that, but I started breeding about 4 years after I started buying dogs. And I went to, all right, hit me up. I went to the University of Kent State. I went to Ohio State University, pre-veterinary medicine and also veterinary medicine. And I studied in genetics. I've done interviews with many of farmers, real veterinarians. I've done a lot of little understudies with different professors. I've traveled as far as the University of Colorado at times to get involved with different things. I tell you what, it's constant studying, and the one thing I've done, even when I was out there with the farmers and had the great experience of stuffing my arm up of a cow's ass. You know, it's all about learning, and through the process, sometimes you do crazy shit to learn. But the one thing I do know for a fact is that we have a delusional ass community. Everybody has a stick up their ass about something. I'm gonna tell you, as one of the originators of the American Bully and pushing this breed and all that stuff and helping push the breed. They were around before I came, by the way, but not organized. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth of what I see. What's going on, Ray? Is that, people cheat. And when people cheat the entire breed. People don't just cheat in their yards. So if you have, say for instance, a pocket, which I became well known for, I can promise y'all I never did anything shiesty with my pockets. Never. Never. Austin, you know it. I never did anything shiesty with my pockets. But I know people that have. You could obviously see it. We could obviously see the dogs that came in with French Bulldog influences on them. We saw some very, very high, big name breeders that got caught red-handed using French Bulldogs and different things like that. So now they're all lumped into the same pocket breed, and we have to deal with that. It's one of the reasons why our breed is so scatterbred now and having so many difficulties. But it's no need for me to get offended when people say that there are bulldogs in this thing. It's not. It's not meant to be, but are they there? The presence is there, it's prevalent, it's going to happen because you have 1,000 people breeding 1 million dogs every day, and we can't monitor every single thing that people have done. But to those who feel like they're doing it right, it's no need for you to get offended. That's the same thing with the bigger dogs, the XLs and the double XL dogs. Come on, man. Come on. I've had these discussions. I've been having some good ongoing discussions with the XL people. And I tell you like this, you'd be flat out lying if you said that some people in that community were not pushing other dogs into the breed to make a bigger, more impressive dog. You'd be lying. Now, if you ask me, have some followed along the way and kept on breeding how they were supposed to breed and getting bigger and bigger dogs? Yes, some people can show you that. Not everybody can show you that. So when you start talking about this breed, you have to understand that, of course, there's going to be issues. Not everybody plays the game fair. But when we get caught up in our feelings and we don't want to educate, instead we want to be mad because somebody said something about our breed, the breed's not ever going to get better, ever. It's a shame that we've gotten to the point that we can't even have basic conversations because grown-ass people get caught up in their feelings about what is actually the truth in many directions. It doesn't have to be the truth about your yard personally, but about your breed, that's the way. Pocket dogs have French Bulldog in them, English Bulldog in them. I'm going to even go as far as to say some of these little bastards have Boston Terrier in them. It's plenty of small breed dogs that they have mixed in the pockets. If you say that that's not the truth, you're lying. You're lying to yourself, man. If you got an XL and you think that there's not any kind of Mastiff in your XL, you fucking lying to yourself, man. If you got a 200-pound dog running around your yard and you gonna stick to the fact that this came directly from a pit bull, untainted, nothing ever happened, you lying to your fucking self, man. The double XL itself hasn't even been popular but for like the last decade. And it really got popular when the Hawk came about. If we go back 10 years ago, man, I used to travel and go around these shows all the damn time. You did not see no 180, 200-pound dogs running around. So yes, some of the breeders who had the big Camelot dogs and some of the other big they did breed them up. But a lot of people who got jealous over seeing what some of these good breeders was doing that could add size naturally and still keep the appropriate look in the face, they added Mastiff. It's that simple. Y'all kill me with this shit. Everybody gets in their feelings and act like can't nobody do. Oh, it had to be a pit bull. It had to be. Look at a fucking pit bull, and then you look at all these other breeds that we got in the bully world, and you tell me that it was only the pit bull making these dogs. Y'all crazy, man. And the reason why these breeds are never gonna get better is because y'all protecting value instead of protecting the breed. Y'all would rather go along with the lie that y'all did some masterful sorcery and wizardry and I ain't never cheated. I ain't never did nothing wrong. Ain't nobody in my breed. All these 9,959 breeders that I argue with every day any other time, ain't none of them ever mixed nothing in. Y'all stop that shit, man. The only way, all it takes is a simple DNA test. Yes, they have those now that can tell you what suspected breeds is in your dog. I guarantee you. I challenge all of y'all. I challenge all y'all because I know for a fact my dogs wouldn't pass the test because I got different bloods from different places. I just try to do the best I can with the characteristics and the dogs that I know and having so many dogs that are generations in my yard and make that shit better. But the reality is me, myself, I will sit here right here on YouTube and tell y'all, I know for a fact that if you tested the dogs in my yard, they are not coming up straight pit bull and staffy. This shit's impossible, man. Y'all need to quit this shit. Now, should we be trying to follow these rules and keep what we have right now clean and heading towards the right direction? Absolutely. You can't change the past, but you can start, changing stuff right now to make things better. But it's never going to get better because the main reason it's never going to get better is because we want to continue to live the beautiful lie instead of face the ugly truth. The truth is all of these dogs, I don't care who gets butt hurt today. I don't care who gets butt hurt. All of these dogs have something outside of them mixed into them in what they say they'd have. It's just that plain and simple. It was too much going on. I'm telling you, I've seen too much going on personally. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to nobody. I'm not going to sit up here and try to act like, oh, everybody's saints and everybody. I've seen this shit. I know what Bordeaux look like. I know about they stiff-ass rears. I know how these bright-ass red colors came out of nowhere and all of a sudden the dogs was 150 pounds, 160 pounds, 170 pounds, 180 pounds. I seen this shit. I seen dogs go from 100 pounds to 180 pounds. I seen dogs go from 20 plus inches down to 12 inches. Genetics and evolution don't work that way. It don't work that fast. You can do selective breeding and be good at this shit and come up, but it won't be consistent. That's just like I took Denzel, who is y'all seen him, he's an ankle biter. He's a 14-inch dog, which is like his daddy. Took him to a bitch named China Doll. China Doll was another runt. She was off of Manu, which Manu was a bigger dog, but she came out super tiny. She was actually shorter than Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Denzel's like 14 and a half, 14 and 3/4. This bitch was barely 14. Tiny little bitch. But her daddy was Manu. Her mama was this bitch Sierra, an 80-pound gap female. I take her to Denzel. Denzel's daddy, Gargoyle, little guy. His mama was a damn near 90-pound bitch at 15 and a half inches. Her daddy Thug was a 100-pound dog. The whole entire fucking litter ended up being 17 inches or more, big ass dogs. There was a couple girls in there who was a little smaller, but they was all bigger than Denzel. This is real genetics. This is how genetics work. This is how genetics work. We can't continue to keep on lying to ourselves and acting like we some miracle breeders and wonder why we consider to be a joke around the rest of the world. We want to do this smoke and mirrors thing. It's okay if you have a badass dog. I have seen some nice I have seen some nice pockets. I've seen some beautiful standards here lately. I've actually even seen some incredible, XLs and double XLs that I really love. I love them for what they are. Now to continue to hold on to the lie that these dogs are a fucking pit bull is just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Y'all need to quit this shit. This shit is the most laughable thing that I've ever seen anywhere in the damn world. Y'all wonder why we go outside the country and you go to other places and you show people our dogs and talk about, oh yes, that's a pit bull. They laugh at you, man. They know what pit bulls look like. They know what pit bull is supposed to look like. They know what the American Pit Bull Terrier is supposed to look like. They know what the Staffy is supposed to look like. And the one thing that none of our dogs look like is a pit bull or a damn Staffy. They just don't have it no more. It's been too much done. But y'all want to carry on with the lie. Everybody want to be mad instead of educating and going forward from this point. This shit's disgusting, man. At some point in time, I really hope that this community can grow the fuck up. Everybody got to stick up their ass about something. Everybody got to complain about something, but ain't nobody working to actually make the breed better. All we work for is to see how much money we gonna make, to see how much trouble we gonna start, to see how many people gonna pat us on our backs, and to sit there and lie. That's right. Some of us is just professional liars in this community. Some of these people just get on the computer. They ain't making no money. They ain't selling no dog. They ain't doing nothing but just jump on the screen and lie. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I have to ask that question, man. This shit is like ridiculous in every fashion. We always talk about the exotic movement, and I'm only going to be here about another 3 minutes, but we talk so bad about the exotic movement, but I'm going to tell you, yeah, maybe our dogs is healthier, but we ain't no better than the exotic guys because we still tell the same fucking lies. Yes, we know they dogs is mixed and screwed up in a lot of ways, not everybody's, but they all mixed, but not all of them is screwed up, but we tell the same type of lies. We sit there with a 150, 60-pound dog and tell you it came from a pit bull and a Staffy. We sit there with a 2-inch dog and tell you that came from a pit bull and a Staffy, and then you're looking right at it and you see French Bulldog all over his face. And y'all wonder why these breeds is not taken seriously. This is nothing but a big-ass puppy mill community. Everybody seeing what they can sell, and everybody getting caught up in their feelings to validate their bullshit. If we gonna be real, let's just be real. Let's shoot it down the line, straight shot. Double XL dogs, we're gonna start at the top with the biggest boys. It's a Mastiff there. If you have a double XL and you don't believe that it's Mastiff, testing. But if you are the very, very lucky ones who have been lucky enough to never have some masterful breeding program that went the whole way and nobody ever did anything to it, then that's great. Because I do believe there's still a couple dinosaurs out there that made it through the cut and nobody really messed with them because they were in the right programs or whatever. More power to you. But the majority of double XL dogs, I guarantee you, they became popular. You seen a big ass uptake in size real fast. It was bigger dogs being added in. If we could have added size to a dog all along that easy, we would have been did it. It ain't that easy to make a dog grow from here to there that fast. Stop it, man. Y'all fucking... It's the same thing with XLs. XLs generally used to be considered what we would call standard now. The true XL was, a lot of the older dogs was XLs, But at the same time, when you look at those dogs, a lot of those dogs, Ray, you crazy. I actually root for the Texans. But, a lot of those dogs aren't it. The standards. You can see, we talk about some of the dogs that I be on their asses right now, and you can see all kind of bulldogs in their pedigree. You can see all kind of weird looks in their pedigrees. You can look back through the pedigrees, and some of the dogs, you can see exotic dogs, and you can see, all these different things, but yet still we argue about this. Are we trying to make our community better, or are we trying to prove a point? Because if we want to make it better, we have to stop the lie and we have to say, okay, we know we have this and this and this and there. That's not the problem. Our problem is just following the standard and sticking to it. That's it. We can't fix everything that happened in the past, but we know a lot of bullshit happened in the past. But y'all fighting for money nowadays. That's it. Oh yeah, Owens, that's it. It's all about money. You know, oh, you hurting our brand. You hurting our brand. You hurt your brand with a lie. You know, I've said it all along, and I stick by this before I get out of here. Me and Dave actually talked about this back in the day. I often said there should be a bigger level of truth to every breed, and now to go forward and follow the standard. It's just that simple. If you wanted to include everything in on the pocket, just follow the standard. It'll weed its way out. If it's a standard dog, follow the standard. It'll weed its way out. We don't have to worry about whatever else happened in there. Weed its way out. If you catch somebody red-handed doing some BS, you're out of here. It'll weed its way out. XL, the same thing. Make a strong standard for the XL. Follow that strong standard. Exotic dogs is consistently fucked up. That's where the most consistency stays at in that community. You know, 9 out of 10 of them are fucked up dogs. You got 1 out of 10 people, you know, that got a decent dog with the exotic community. You know, look at the tables, look at the bullshit they putting on the tables. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. I think the XLs and the double XLs look like they're the healthiest dogs in the breed. You know what I mean? I mean, from my experience with the XLs and the double XL dogs, a lot of times I see them running around and enjoying their life and not having breathing issues and different stuff like that. Now, as I go further in that community, who knows? But what I see is I see some big ass dogs running around, you know, with, for the most part, very solid conformation, and they're living a good life. This should be our ultimate goal, not to continue to tell a lie, not to continue to get up in our feelings about, oh, this person said we mixed this and we mixed that. Stop it. Stop it now. If we don't have any other message this week, stop it with the lies. All of these dogs have something mixed into them. Stop it. You are a grown man. You are a grown woman. You should not be in your feelings about somebody telling the truth about your dog is not a regular ass pit bull that got gigantic or got super tiny. Stop the fucking lies. Just come on, let's get these standards together. Let's start following these standards and breeding dogs that fit these standards and fixing what we got already in there. We can't fix all the ingredients, but we can't change all the damn ingredients, but we can sure as hell fix them. But the only way this thing is gonna ever be fixed is if people stop telling these damn lies. Well, with all that being said, man, I thank y'all for your time and your energy. Y'all share the hell out of this video. If you haven't already liked the page, like the page. I'm hitting the road, man. I'm gonna be doing a lot of interviews. I got a cool little camera now where I can do interviews. And I'm gonna be a little bit everywhere, trying to see a little bit of everybody and get different people's takes. I need to be educated on a lot of things with, you know, like the XL. I've been saying that lately, the XL and the double XL. I need more education on there. You know, I need to figure out other things. So I'm gonna hit the road, man. Hit the road with the camera and let's get to talking, man. I hope the Ravens get beat by 50. Hey, God bless all of y'all, man. Share this video. You know, like I say, like the page. We're going to have a lot of fun coming up in the future, man. Y'all keep it bully and keep it clean. Peace.